storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. For a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it today. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception. And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Hey, let's go. Interception. Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. First carry of the season. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got a man, it's Harris. And the defense dragged him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Now here's Joseph. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. To have that speed element, and a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense, and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Hard running there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback making checks. Going to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough.
Maybe a crease. Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There are people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots, but C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Carr from the gun on third down. Got it. Fights off the defender. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give is to Williams. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Punch it out of the air. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
He's got it on the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Spits it out to the back, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Again, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in with one hand. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quickly complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Carr on play action. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Irish. Gets it into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Joseph gets open down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The run inside. It's Jackson. There's a crease.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield. It's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Joseph. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Jackson. There's a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Joseph on the play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now here's Joseph. Makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Here's Carr to throw. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Here comes the heat. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he's got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They get to the line quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Throwing, Carr. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Joseph. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinal setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
And the Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Young. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. As we start the 2nd half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the 2nd. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. The quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, developing story guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Running inside, it's Jackson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This
got a little grass. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Carr. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready? Black 14. Go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. There's a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They feed him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing Joseph. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Joseph from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. The option, he'll keep it. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Zips it out to his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Keeps it himself. Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Run inside. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The give is to Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got a little space. Powers through. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Motion from the wideout. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Carr to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Play fake. Carr throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Williams. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down. A disappointing start to this season as they opened 0-1.
Tough way to start, but